Hey everybody, welcome to KevCast. I don't give money to strangers. Here's why. Hear me out. I was heading to work the other day and I stopped at a red light and I saw a homeless guy standing there. He's holding his sign, says, "We'll work for food," or "Anything will help, give me money," or something like that. I had like a $10 bill in my pocket. I wasn't willing to part with it. I wasn't just going to give it to some random person for whatever reasons. And there's a reason that I don't go around like handing money to strangers. It's just not something that I'm comfortable with doing. And I know a lot of people are. But I do have my reasons. A lot of times when you show an act of kindness, and give someone money or something like that, it feels good to help people. It makes you feel good. It's like you're doing something for the world or somebody who's down on their luck, something like that. I understand it and I get it because I've done it before, but the older I get and the more experience that I have, I don't do it as much as I used to. So, one of the reasons is when I used to do that, occasionally I would try to give someone food instead of money because I used to hold a lot of signs saying, "We'll work for food." It's like, all right, I'll just buy you some food. McDonald's is right there. I can go get you some food and you can eat it. And more often than not, or at least a lot of times, they didn't want it. They just wanted money. So, in my experience, people just want the money that you've worked for, or however it is that you got it, so they can just go buy the things that they want and maybe some of the things that they need. But lately, I see a lot of people who they look able bodied, they look strong. They look like they could be working or doing something to earn some money so they can live the lifestyle that they want to live. So if you've had a shared experience, where you've done that and it seems like the person just wanted money from you and they didn't want food or something else, share your experience. I would like to hear it because it's happened to me several times. At some place to go where it's not there, so he's essentially making a living off of me making a living, or you. I take umbrage with it. And the other thing is that I would much rather prefer give my money to an organization that I know is going to go and help people who probably generally want that help so they can get back on their feet and, improve their lives that way. Because, I mean, you can find a place to stay for the night, you can get food to eat, you can get medical care, you can get assistance, all of those things that you need. And I think that's more important typically than just enabling someone with my money so maybe they can use it to get liquor or get drugs or spend it however they want, which I'm not too crazy about. And I do understand that a lot of people who wind up homeless or on the street and are destitute have mental illness, drug problems, and those type of things. When we give money to them directly, it seems like we might be enabling their addictions because typically that's what a lot of drug addicts do. They just use that money to go get more drugs. So I'm not against charity or helping people. Quite the contrary, I want to see more people be upwardly mobile and contribute to society. But I think that a lot of times humans are deceptive in their behaviors and their practices in order to get the things that they want immediately. And if you're in a young person, it's a strange thing because you're probably physically capable of doing some work that will help you get the resources you need to get back up on your feet. And if you're an older person, it's just as bad because whatever has happened to you or whatever mistakes you've made or bad luck you've had or misfortune you've had in your life, you haven't done anything to rectify or change your situation. And that's just as bad. At some point, it's difficult to justify helping people in that way. And like I said, I'm not against helping people. I'm just against giving random strangers money because a lot of times the situations are a little more complex than just giving somebody cash. One day I got off work and I went to the grocery store And inside this grocery store, after I bought my stuff, I got some cash because, and this was a couple of years ago, I needed some cash just for whatever reasons. And I got like $100 worth of 20s. And I'm walking back to my car and I'm putting the money in my billfold. And this older lady walks up to me, and she's wearing a shawl over her head and she's like European or something because she has an accent and she's speaking like broken English. And she asked me, she's like, oh, if I could do anything to assist her to help her out. She got me. I was on the spot and I was like, oh, okay. And she looks down and she sees this wad of money and I got nothing but 20s. And I'm like, crap. So I gave her a $20 bill. It's like the biggest donation I've probably made to a person that I don't know. So she smiles, she looks really grateful, and she takes off and she walks away. And I think about it, and I'm like, how many people has she walked up to in this parking lot to ask for money? What did she get from it? Is she sincere? Is this just, what's going on? I have no idea. So I write it off and then I leave. And I was like, there's nothing I can do about it now. I've already given her the money. So another time when I was in Hawaii, and this is wild, I'm at a grocery store and I'm sitting in the car waiting for my cousin to come out, and this girl walks up to me I got the window down, and she says, "Oh, excuse me, sir, do you have any change or any money?" And I look at her and she's wearing a shirt. It's like an official shirt like for homeless people or something. And I look around the parking lot, there's like two other people and they're walking around like officially grifting, panhandling people for money, like it's a job or something. And I was taken aback. I was nearly blown away. I was like, what? And I like give her a couple of dollars. I mean, she was very professional and she was courteous, but it's like her job was panhandling. And I was just like, wow. So ever since then, whenever I reflect on those moments and I think about it, I was like, I don't know. I feel some kind of way about just giving money to people. And for all you know, they might have more money than you do. You don't know. People can present themselves as one way and behave another. I mean, that's just the way it is. But do you agree? Let me know in the comments below if you think it's all right to give money to random people, strangers, homeless, whatever, and what your experiences are. I would be very curious to hear it. If you got any value from this video, please consider promoting my channel by giving me a like and a subscribe. I'll see you in a bit.